Aloha kakahiaka nui. It is day 5 of the Eat Local Maui Challenge. You can check it out at projectlocalfor.com. And it is 4:30 in the morning. I've been up for the last hour on a call with folks from around the globe working on an app for citizen science. And I just wanted to share that even though I'm sitting on, I am muted, on a Zoom call, my hands are busy. You know, this is just part of food processing and prep. So I've been taking some pineapple guavas and scraping out the inside, and yeah, I think that might be in a smoothie for breakfast. I'm also burning some incense, some smoke medicine to just kind of welcome in this new day. And so here I have some redwood that I harvested. I really like using plants that are, you know, not flown in from faraway places, using what we have here locally. So the redwood, and I also collect the Monterey pine resin. And so these are my two main, you know, quote, incense, smoke medicine, what I use for prayers and cleansing. So yeah, blessings on your day, and may it be delicious. All right, so I processed up those feijoa called pineapple guavas, and I'm going to make a smoothie with some of those fruits along with some coconut meat and an edible hibiscus green that I had in my garden, also called bele, goes by different names. And then I had some wild amaranth greens in my garden as well. And I'll mix it up with some ice for, yeah, a little morning nourishment. All right, so the smoothie is delicious, and just wanted to add that I harvested a rack of bananas yesterday and included some frozen banana. And I also have some vanilla with some local vanilla beans and local moonshine that they're extracted from, and added a touch of that as well. All right, you know how it is. A smoothie only lasts so long. So I grow a lot of yucca, a lot of cassava, as it's also known, manioc. These are the greens, which we can eat after they're cooked. And I'm going to go for the roots, and I'm really actually excited to try something that I've never made before, which is bami from Jamaica. And I would guess they know how to do it right. So yeah. We'll walk through this one together. In order to harvest it, I just go to the roots and I just kind of start pulling it away. All right, so I gave my cassava a wash, and then I stuck my knife in the side and kind of turned it to the side in order to peel away this kind of outer layer of the cassava root, so that you just have this left. Then I quartered it, and I've been grating, and I actually added some water since my grater isn't like super fine, to make it even more of like a mash. I added some water, and I'm going to strain that off and squeeze it through a nut milk bag, and then I'll salt it and add some coconut milk and cook it up. So life is always providing us opportunities to grow and learn. So today was one for me. I would imagine there's some fabulous Jamaican grandmas who make bami that is just to die for. My first attempt was not so delicious, especially compared to what the photo had shown. But I'm going to share with you what I learned so that we can, you know, grow together, and hopefully maybe by the end of the Project Locavore Eat Local Maui Challenge have, you know, some kind of cool recipe to work with. So after I grated it, I just kind of slowly pan fried for 10 minutes on each side. And then I had made some coconut milk. So I soaked in the coconut milk for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes each side. And then I put it back in the pan to, you know, kind of fry up again. The first round that I made had a little bit of a shredded coconut kind of texture, and I was like, oh, that doesn't really look like what I'm going for. And so I put my remaining cassava into the blender with more liquid and then squeezed it out and got kind of this texture. What I find is that, yeah, I was hungry, and so I ate a couple of them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it just feels like a grease bomb. So I was like, I need to make a salad or something to neutralize, you know, balance this out. So I think I'm gonna do good on it in the end, and salvage, you know, all of this effort and all of this beautiful food that comes from my garden. And so I immediately started eating some fermented lemons that I had made, and that was really, really great. I also have some Java plum chutney. It's starfruit, mac nuts, Java plum. The recipe is actually on the Savage Kitchen app. It's the starfruit Java plum chutney recipe. So I'm gonna kind of make this like lettuce wrap, and I'm gonna use some of the leftover salad dressing that I had from yesterday's salad. I don't think that I had written it down in my ingredient list, but I put quite a bit of elephant garlic in there. So there's a kind of a nice, savory, and garlicky flavor. So I'm gonna put that down, and then one of my cassava patties, and then do up the chutney and the pickled onions and the fermented lemons, because really it's condiments that help save us from, you know, bland sometimes. All right, I don't think lunch is gonna be half bad.